guys, I usually never start out my main channel videos like that. I don't know who I am. For a second, I thought this was a vlog channel video. So, hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and today, I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So Christian and I woke up this morning with plans to like go to the Milledgeville State Asylum anyways with somebody who I don't think is gonna wind up making it. It's literally 10 p.m. He isn't texting us back, so boo on you. You know who you are. But we were really bored and we were like, we're gonna get out of the house, we're gonna go do whatever. But earlier before we left, I was like, I'm already ready, so why don't I go ahead and film some videos? And I was just so unhappy with the way that they turned out. Today was such like a weird energy kind of day. Like everything was moving really slowly. I felt like nothing I was doing was the way I wanted. And so I was like, you know what? Tonight when we go to the asylum, I'm gonna do a little bit of vlogging, and even though I've already covered this place for you guys before, I wanted to do like a little bit of ghost hunting. Keeping in mind, I didn't bring my bear this time. I'm not entirely sure what bin he's in, and I'm not totally unpacked in Georgia yet. I just basically have my stuff that's on my phone. So yeah, this is gonna be a really laid back like ghost hunting adventure, I guess you could say. I don't even know if we're gonna be at the asylum very long. I don't even know if this will be a full video. Fingers crossed it will be, and I guess we'll just see what happens. I guess we're probably gonna follow the same rules as last time, which is we're not going into anything because we don't wanna like break any laws. I mostly just wanna see what we capture. What do you think, Christian?
It's gonna be fun.
Subscribe. It just looks so eerie at night, you guys. When Christian had on his headlights, it's literally just creepy as sin right now. I think I'm gonna turn on some of my ghost hunting stuff and just see if anything happens. Okay, you guys, I'm using this app that Haley and I use, and the minute I pull it up, it says the word doll. Which, if that's not the weirdest thing, I really don't like it. And it's like, the dot's like here. It's like here. I don't know. Long? A long doll? I don't like where this is going. Yes, I'm just gonna kind of keep it out. Mostly I'm thinking we're just gonna kind of like park and beat. Ew. I don't like beat. I don't like the word, no, but like I don't like the word beat in the mixture here. Like, cause a lot of really like horrible things happened here. You know?
Send.
Okay. I think there's a car coming up. Cold. Oh, Christian. Cold. Alright. Creep.
Accept.
What did it say?
Accept. Like accepting that they're dead, I guess? I don't know. It's turning red for some reason. Like the dot is.
That means
Mixture. Okay, there was like an ad that came up, but now it says evidence. This is weird because again, like normally when I do this, it's like the stupidest words will come up, you know what I mean? Like stuff that makes no sense or nothing will happen. I've used this app so many times where like nothing happens, and now it's saying stuff like that. And now my camera will not focus. Powerful. Ooh. Homie, I don't know if I'm all about that. The word powerful. Okay, so we've gone around here before. Oh my god, the lights on at night is so weird. By the way, we're not going to any of the buildings that are still in use because we're not, you know, disrespectful. Oh man, why are the lights still on? Why are the lights on?
It is kind of creepy, huh?
What'd you just say?
This is some Silent Hill
Oh, hey, there used to be benches here and they're all gone. I remember.
Where have all the benches gone?
It's not saying anything else now. It's just powerful. I don't understand why there are lights on. Second. Like second.
Time visiting.
Ew. No, man. Maybe do another lap around that one. That was fast. Like we moved too fast. We need to go around a second time, maybe? Who knows? My camera absolutely will not focus. I guess we're gonna go back around.
Thomas.
Thomas. Ew.
I don't like it.
Thomas? Is that your name?
Maybe, but probably not.
Are we talking to Thomas?
Globe.
Globe.
Thought it said lol.
This is so weird. I've never had it like talk this much before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thomas Globe. I don't understand. Like, your name is Thomas? Is there a globe in here I need to be on the lookout for? I'm hoping nothing creepy winds up coming back in this footage later. I just heard something outside the car and I hate it. It's really quiet now. I feel like something's like watching us. I mean, it just feels eerie. I don't know how to, and it's weird how this was so, oh, that scared me so bad. It's weird how talkative this was. Now we're going around a second time. Literally nothing. Huh. That was kind of scary. Why is it silent now?
Ooh, look at that bench. Ooh.
You want me to go sit in it?
Ooh, no.
Thomas, you're quiet now, buddy. What's going on?
We touched nothing.
I said, Thomas, you're quiet, and he said, Anne.
Anne.
Something said Anne.
Yes.
I don't understand. That's weird that I said, Thomas, you're being quiet, and then after like a minute, it says something. You guys, I just hate that there are like lights on.
I forget what's down here.
I think the old apartments, actually, because this is apartment road. You guys, it is so freaking eerie out here. Actually, I don't even know if we're gonna get out because you can't see anything for the most part. We might get a little bit close to like one particularly creepy building. I find it really odd. This thing is like very quiet until certain moments. I don't even necessarily know that I believe like a phone works this way, but you know, if like spirit boxes can, I don't see why not, because it's like, you know, it's just electricity at the end of the day to be manipulated. So we're coming up on, I think down here is the power plant.
Oh God.
I think so.
So dark down. I'm gonna have to turn my brights on for that part.
Yeah. So over here is like we've done this before. So over here's like an old dining hall. Like the doors are all boarded up and stuff over there.
Let's see, which way was it?
I thought it was left.
Yeah, it was. God, this place is so much harder to navigate at night.
Colony. It's at a colony now.
Why are the lights on?
Thomas, my man, I thought you were our like guide for the night.
This isn't the power plant. I don't know where the it is.
I don't know where we are.
Same.
Hey, whoa, that is a creepy building.
Oof.
This is so much scary. Pilot. I told him that he was our tour guide and it said pilot.
Ooh, creepy.
Well, Thomas, we're the pilots, but we would love if you came along for the ride.
Yeah, we're not going the right way. I don't know where the fuck
I don't know
we are.
where we are either. You're not gonna be able to make this turn. Oh. There was something in there. I don't like it.
What?
It looked like just red and blue, almost like someone wearing like a red top and a blue. I don't know. I guess I'll go back on the footage and see if it was just like the lights reflecting or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because earlier I thought I saw a green light that was nothing, but it turned out it was real, so.
Oof.
Oof. All right, Thomas. What do we do now, homie? Oh, here's the church up ahead. So weird. I had this I turned off the camera. We had this overwhelming feeling that we just sort of needed to get out of the area we were in. I don't know why, nothing in particular was happening. It just felt really heavy, if that even makes sense. There is something oh my God. Okay, wait, I'm gonna turn off. Do you see that? It's still doing it. Hang on, I'm gonna zoom in as like hard as I can. What is that? Okay, it's like not focusing. Ugh. Something is like flickering up there. Anyways, we just felt like wildly uncomfortable when we were like, we want to get out of that area. So Christian's actually like taking a break and he's just outside the car. I'm like still in here. I want to get out. It's... Dude, that light just came all, like, it was flickering and flickering and flickering. Hang on, that might just be somebody up there. But what in the world? It like keeps changing colors. That is eerie. Okay, I turned back on the app to see the word dried. The light just went out.
Jimmy.
Oh, stop. I literally have chills. This is so bizarre. I'm gonna roll down the window first. Oh, my phone's going. Bye, phone. This is so weird to me. It said standard. Standard, like that's standard, I guess. This light over here was like, it's at the top of that building. It was like flickering, like going blue and gray, almost like there was static up there. Then it went as bright as it could be. Next. Like next place?
Yeah.
But that light went so freaking bright for a second. It was absolutely insane, and now it's back out. It said milk. Don't know why. You guys can't even tell which parts of the building that we're at now, because these are the ones that, like, there's not even power left here. Like, these are the ones that they have photos outside for what the buildings look like inside to convince you not to go in. That was awfully loud. So yeah, you guys can't even really see, but these are some creepy, creepy, creepy buildings. Ugh, I don't like it over here.
It's dark.
It is dark. This one freaks me out the most, I think. What?
Just gonna turn around.
You scared the crap out of me because suddenly you were just like turning.
Oof.
Ooh. And if this wasn't already freaky enough, the car is making some weird sounds.
Yeah, I have never heard it make these noises.
Yeah, no, I haven't either, which is like really disconcerting. It is super creepy back here, you guys. We were actually just told that we have to leave, so unfortunately, here is the end. So literally what I said happened earlier just happened to Christian, where like he just saw a light come on literally like out of absolutely nowhere that lit up the entire freaking building. And we're like heading out. Like, somebody let us know we shouldn't be here this late, so we're leaving. But I just think that's so weird. Like, lights come on out of nowhere here, it kind of seems like. I don't know. I'm turning back on the ghost app one more time because Tom just really left me hanging. So we left off on the word Japanese, which was very loud. And now there's I'm. Okay, so I feel like I've been home for a little bit and I kind of want to better explain what happened tonight and what happened when we left. First and foremost, I had spent my entire day filming. I kind of told you guys that earlier today. I was in a really weird headspace. My brother was in a weird headspace. We both just agreed we couldn't get any work done today. And we were supposed to go to the Milledgeville Asylum with a friend of ours who wound up not coming. Then there were two other friends that wound up not coming. So we wound up just kind of going solo dolo for a little bit. Not expecting anything crazy to happen, just kind of expecting to vlog. I was like, listen, as long as we're going, I might as well make a ghost hunting video out of this. Just see what we can find in these little bits and pieces of like me using what I have literally in my phone in terms of ghost hunting software, and just like, you know, things that would happen around us, i.e. the lights flickering and whatnot. So upon the last part of the video, the last point that you guys saw, we were pulling into a different part of the asylum. We passed by a security car. The guy didn't say anything to us. We kind of kept going, kept like driving forward. He pulls up beside us and he's like, listen, technically you're not supposed to be wandering after sunset. Like, the property is open and you can drive around and walk around until after the sun sets, and then at that point, like, we don't really let people go around anymore. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's just a heads up that someone else is probably gonna say something. And so my brother and I are like the least confrontational people ever, and we were like, yeah, like, we'll get the heck out, dude. But he didn't, like, he was super nice. So we kind of like do a U-turn, and as we're coming back around, the guy sees I have a camera in my hands, and he's like, are you into like the scary stuff? Is that why you guys are here? And I was like, yeah, like, we're not like trespassing or doing drugs or anything. Like, I basically was just like, yeah, like, we're not like here to, you know, mess stuff up. We don't want to vandalize or anything. I'm just so into like the history here. I love ghosts, I love scary stuff, whatever. And this guy already has a smile on his face, and it's like, I can already tell he's kind of into it. And he's like, the biggest reason that they don't let people stay here after dark is that there are people that will camp out in the woods and literally like rob people. Like, my brother and I had seen like tents and stuff in the woods. So people will literally like camp out in the woods and like try to rob people or hurt people or do whatever. Like, that's an issue. But the guy was like, I've also heard a lot of stories in case you're curious. And that was when I was like, lay it on me. This is my realm. I want to hear your stories. And so we literally sat there for a few minutes with the security guard before we drove away, and he just kind of told us bits and pieces, i.e. like in situations where they've caught people like trespassing into the buildings before, he had heard stories from people in the past that essentially they would be like walking through a building, specifically like this, I mean, I couldn't point it out to you in the dark, but kind of the one that we were at previously, he said that people would feel like they were being like tripped, basically like somebody had like tripped them, and they would literally like fall on their faces, like get hurt. Like, it's a huge safety hazard inside of those buildings, which is why I would never go in, but like also literally like people would get tripped. And I asked him if he'd ever had any experiences with the lights like my brother and I had, where they went really bright or they would come on out of nowhere. And he said yes, that like in buildings where he knows nobody is, lights will just come on or shut off suddenly, and that's like very normal apparently. It could be the electricity, of course, but I think it's really interesting that my brother and I both saw that, where that light was so bright for a second, then it went out, and it was like flickering and flickering, then it went like all the way bright when I was talking to you guys about it, then it went out, and then my brother literally saw the same thing. I didn't see it, but like we were driving by and a light like suddenly like blasted up a room of one of the abandoned buildings and then just went out. So I thought that was pretty interesting that he had said the same thing. Christian was kind of telling him like, you couldn't pay him enough. Like, Christian was saying to this guy, you could not pay me enough to do what you do. Like, I feel like I would be so scared to be here alone. And that's when this guy literally dropped the mother load of scary stories on us. And I feel like he probably has never told anyone this story who's had the same reaction that I did, which was pure giddiness. He basically told us that one time, I should backtrack, he said that he feels things a lot. Like, he'll feel really uneasy, like someone's watching him, he'll turn around, no one will be there. He'll think he sees shadows and stuff like that move. But one time, as he was like literally driving around the area, he saw someone inside one of the buildings, stopped the car, looked inside, and there was a little girl staring back out at him. He like parks his car to get out, go shine the flashlight and everything into the building, and she's obviously gone. He gets out his flashlight, like shines it into the place where he clear as day, not like an apparition, not like a shadow person, like clear as day, as like plain as you and I, he had seen this little girl staring back at him out of this window. And he's literally like yelling for her to come out. Nobody comes out of the building. He's shining a flashlight inside. Nobody is like anywhere to be found. He eventually like walks inside of the door, and there's no other, I guess, exit for this particular building. It was one of the smaller ones, probably one of the ones like along the strip that you guys didn't see because it was totally dark outside. There's like this one strip where there's like no electricity, and all the buildings are very small. They almost look like old schoolhouses or something like that. So it's probably one of those with like one entrance. And basically he said no one ever came out, and like no one was in there, and there was like no one hiding anywhere. Like, whoever it was just like didn't actually exist. So while I have done a video in the past on Milledgeville Central State Psychiatric Hospital, I should say a few quick things. It was at one point in time the state's largest, and I think the nation's largest at one point, mental hospital. housed literally tens of thousands of people. And at the time, to all of those thousands of people, there were only 48 doctors. At one point, not even one of them was a psychiatrist. Some of them were even patients that were recruited to be doctors. So as you might be able to tell, the kind of care and situation there was not ideal. And Christian and I just felt very eerie. Neither one of us gets spooked that easily. I get a little bit freaked out, but I'm also so into this kind of stuff. I'm that friend in a scary movie who's like, let's check it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very into it. And if you've ever seen like my videos with Andrew where we explored like the abandoned asylum up in New York or whatever, like I'm very into this kind of stuff, but I really did not want to be there. Like at the point where the security guard was like, listen, I'm not going to say anything to you. You guys can keep going around, but just so you know, someone may tell you to leave later. Christian and I were just like, that's more than enough for us. Like neither one of us felt comfortable or confident. Like before I could even tell Christian how I felt, and I felt the exact same way he did, he was like, at every second I felt like someone was gonna come up and like jump on our car. Like I felt like someone was behind us the entire time we were driving around. And I was like, that's how I felt. That's why I didn't want to get out of the car at all. And like we've done sketchier things than this. We grew up in Georgia. We were very bored children. And like I like to think we're kind of adventurous and we do things like late often together, sometimes in the middle of nowhere. That sounds really weird, but like, you know what I mean? Like we do weird stuff like that all the time, but for some reason this really had us both on edge. And I was just like, next time that we come back, and I do want to come back and hopefully explore a little bit more, hopefully do a little bit more ghost hunting, hopefully get more things on camera. Next time I want it to be daytime because nighttime was just too real for me. But anyways, I wanted you guys to hear the last part of this, hear what the security guard had to say. Hopefully I can find him again sometime and maybe get some more stories. He said he had like 1 million, but honestly, it was late. I didn't want to take up any of his time. He was super nice. So if I find him again and I get more stories, I hopefully will tell you guys that next time. But anyways, I love you guys so very much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you and I will see you in the next video. Bye.